Right, so let us look at the quality control tool. What does it do for us? What does it do on a project? What does it do for us when we produce a product or manufacture a product? A quality control chart is a graphic display of data that illustrates the results of a process over time. So it will display data and the results of a process over time. And you can then go and analyze that data. It helps prevent defects and allows you to determine whether a process is in control or out of control. By plotting the data on the control chart, you then can make a decision to see, is this process out of control or in control? Operating at a higher sigma value, like 6 sigma, means the product tolerance or control limit have less variability. So you won't have a lot of variability with a high sigma value. If you go for a low sigma value, you will have lots of variances, and that's what we'd stay away from. The 7 rule states that if 7 data points in a row are all below the mean, above the mean, or increasing or decreasing, then the process needs to be examined for non-random problems. How do we do that? There you are. Have a look at that quality control chart. There is your upper control limit. There's your upper specification limit. Lower control specification, lower control limit. Now these limits are set by the customer and even set by yourself, because you know what your limits are in terms of your project. Here you can see we've taken time over inches as an example, and this process must operate within that parameters of 11.90 and 12.10. And have a look, if you look at the number of data points, you'll see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data points. And there you can see the 7 rule. If you have 7 points above or below the mean consecutive point, a process control chart needs to be investigated, meaning somewhere something is not right. Okay? Testing. Many IT professionals think of testing as a stage that comes near the end of IT product development. However, what we're basically saying from a quality control point of view, you have to think of quality assurance, meaning you will do testing across the life cycle of the project, across the life cycle of a product, in order to move towards total quality management. So testing is not done in isolation at the end of a project management process. It's done as you go along. Here you can see this is one graffiti. Special assignment, Chadwick. I need you to test our surveillance package. And you cannot just once off test that. It should have been tested all along before implementing it. Test management process, very simple. Also in a cycle, like a quality cycle circle, is when you manage your requirements, you do test planning, you run your tests, and you manage your defects. And here you can analyze your application readiness from an IT point of view. Okay, types of tests, there are different types of tests. There's a unit test, integration test, system test, and user acceptance test. If I can just look at a very common one here, is the user acceptance testing. Is an independent test performed by the end user prior to accepting the delivered system. You'll find out that many customers want to be present when user acceptance testing is done, such that they can witness that they are happy with the performance of the system. Integration test occurs between one unit of a system testing to functionality group component. One unit to another, the integration between the two of them. Testing in a system development project plan. There you can see this is a project management plan or schedule, and you can see the different testing management, feasibility, project planning, and then If you look at your requirements, then you can see all your different types of tests, integration tests, system tests, all of that incorporated into your project schedule. Improving quality management, especially on IT project, leadership that promotes quality, understanding the cost of quality, focusing on organizational influence and workplace factors that affect quality, and following maturity models to improve quality. Leadership